Ru Sip Bliss, Sip Ansul. This is whom I can see up to now. The rest of you I cannot see, but I welcome you all to the call. Administrator, the topic for today's discussion. Yes, we are continuing the session on death, rebirth, soul, mind, ego. I think Bliko requested that we have to have this one more day. And therefore, if you remember, we spoke yesterday on the time, the difference between the time of the soul takes between the birth and death. I hope you remember in the interval. We spoke of that. What is the interval between death and next birth? And where does the soul dwell? So we are going into a larger subject on death, on rebirth, on all these subjects. So who would like to start? Who would? Bliko, I think you're going to take the initiative to start. Is it right, Bliko?
Let Samatma finish, then I will do it.
Samatma finish. Okay, Samatma, I did. Bliko is more alert. When I was just caught in some traffic. I came running, so I had to just get ready for this call. I apologize for that, but let us start. Yes, Samatma. Shivoham.
So when the soul leaves the body, the person is dead, and immediately me takes rebirth. So when this me taking rebirth again, is it already decided whether it is going to be an animal or a human? And how does that happen so instantaneously? Are the parents decided what is it? In that split of a second, it takes rebirth?
See, Samatma, so as we are transacting the bank account, do you think it's a mystery as to how much money we owe, or it's all online? Everything is computerized.
Yeah.
So debit, credit, how much I've taken, how much I've spent, whatever's happening, everything is online, correct? So for example, where you're concerned, there are two options. Suppose at this point of time, you are enlightened. If you are enlightened, then do you have any karma? Is there anything, or your entire karmic account is zero?
No, nothing. It's zero.
But if you have got an ongoing account, then do you think that in the modern, since we know modern technology, do we have to take like 150 years back, take a notebook and add all the plus and add all the minus, or an online balance is available instantly?
Yeah, online balance is available.
Then with that immediate balance, that immediate decision is taken. No, Samatma.
Okay.
But you must be absolutely clear. If you're not clear, please clarify. I'm clear, but I don't want to appear it is very clear and not clear to you.
No,
so please once again.
Yes.
Clarify one more time.
Yeah, I got it. So everything is already known. Whatever balance is there, everything is ready. So it's just in that second that the rebirth is taken place according to whatever is the balance.
Yeah. So do you think for karma, for the law of karma, is our death a surprise, or it is anticipating it?
I think it is anticipating.
Yeah, but it's anticipating, but it's not fixed, because it's still dynamic, because our agavin karma is still in our hands. Karma is watching, tuck, 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 tuck. The moment the time has to come, we are gone. We are reborn. Now, honestly, Samatma, honestly, who is an authority to say exactly whether they will? No, we are inferring. We are inferring from a human intellectual point of view. We are inferring. Now, maybe there's a lapse of a few seconds, few minutes. Who knows about this, Samatma? Can I tell you? I am an authority. I am sure about it. Is it good for me to tell you like that?
No.
We are using our intelligence. We are using our intelligence, and we are trying to infer as to what is right. That much we are doing.
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay. Anything more you'd like to ask?
No, that's it. Thank you.
Okay, good. Thank you. Continue, please. Bliko, are you going to come on?
Yes. Shivoham, everybody. So first I will, recollect the understanding. So this me mind and ego is the cause of birth, present birth.
Correct.
And the next birth also, right?
It is a me carrying karma.
Carrying the karma and is the cause of the birth, this birth and the next birth. Unless you are enlightened, you are going to definitely get reborn in a new body, right? With the new parents and everything.
Yes.
So, like you said, the soul in me and soul in you and soul in everybody is different.
It is appearing different.
Yeah.
Just like the electricity in your bulb is different from the electricity in the television. They both are coming from the same main switch, but they're as long as they're in the electricity, in the bulb, in the TV, they are different.
That appears different, you can say, right? But it is not.
It appears different. And it appears, not only looks like, but it is delivered separately. So in reality,
because of the instrument, with the instrument, with the outer layer of our
the body
or animal form.
Yeah.
These forms are creating the illusion of separation. Otherwise, spark is spark, right?
Yeah, but Bliko, let us be very clear. The spark in you is different from the spark in Samatma, because the spark in you is coming from SIP, and Samatma spark also is coming from SIP. But what it is doing in terms of giving you life is different from what Samatma's soul is doing to give her life. They both are coming from the same source of power.
Yeah, the source is one. But,
correct.
Yeah, because it is in the different instrument, it appears like different, and they act also differently, and it has a So what my question I forgot actually. Okay, so when the body dies, this spark merge with the SIP, right?
Correct.
So all the sparks are merged with SIP and it reappear in another form in the next birth.
Correct.
Unless the mind and ego transcend this karma cycle and understand that this is not my karma, this is body and the circumstances are happening. So once I realize that this karma is done by my body, not by me, I am not the owner, then I have escaped the cycle of birth and death, and I can assume that I am going to be united with the SIP. So in this enlightenment, what else I have to understand?
Enlightenment is not understanding. Enlightenment is realizing.
Realizing, yeah.
I'm sorry, but these terms are very clear. So the Bliko.
Yeah, delicate, yeah.
Okay. Bliko. The first point is the clarity in the realization, right, Bliko? So the realization comes, I am not Bharat who has got karma. I am Bliko. I am that soul, that spark of unique life that is embodied in the body of Bharat. And when the body of Bharat dies, I, as in the spark, will become one with SIP, because I don't own any karma. I am not the body. I am not the mind. So therefore, the first step is realization, and the second step is liberation. When there is a realization, there is no liberation. No. There are two separate steps. But when there is liberation, automatically there is unification. There is no liberation and unification are not two separate steps. It is just liberation on the earth plane and unification on the divine plane. And these things must come very crystal clear. I mean, you should see it absolutely crystal clear. If there's even one iota of doubt, you should ask. Don't accept.
Correct.
So you still have one or two more doubts in your mind.
I will ask after.
Okay, yeah, but please don't forget, because come back with your points. And you know what, Bliko, the beauty is, sometimes when we are trying to ask these questions, the mind tricks us. The mind will stop us from asking the question, and then we are stuck. We are not able to ask the question because the mind is so. Let us not get lost. Okay, is it Ru? Bataiye, Ru, come on.
Guruji. Shivam, Guruji.
Shivoham.
Guruji, I wanted to ask, the karmic accounts are settled by SIP naturally by nature?
Means, what do you mean?
We in our lifetime we do some good karma. We may also do some bad karma.
Correct.
So the karmic account, in which form we will be reborn. I mean, mind and ego will be reborn.
Yeah.
That settlement the SIP does.
SIP does through the law of karma. SIP does not. SIP is a power. SIP is not sitting like one Supreme Court judge somewhere and passing verdict. SIP has created a law, the universal law of gravity, the universal law of cycles. The earth is rotating. Is SIP moving it? Is SIP is gumafying the earth like that? Daily SIP is moving the earth. You think so?
It is happening naturally.
It is happening naturally. So how is karma being managed, Ru? Karma also is happening by the law. The law is a very divine law. The law is a very superior law, beyond human comprehension. But the law is there. We know the law is there. That is why, even by mistake, you will not find one apple in a mango tree. Even by mistake. Because the law is so perfect.
But emotions does not come in karmic account, only actions.
What emotion?
I mean, sometimes we think and we feel good about everyone. Sometimes it may be that we have some thing in our mind or heart for
so we
someone.
are clear, right? Is karma thinking and feeling, or is karma only action?
Only action.
Then if thought, you are not punished because of feelings and thinking. Suppose very good question, Ru. Suppose you are enlightened. Does it mean that while you are still alive in the body, that you will not have bad thoughts and bad feelings, or you will have?
You will not have.
You will have.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the thought and feeling is not in your control. It will come to you. But an enlightened person will not react to it. An enlightened person will have, see, how does the thought come? Suppose an enlightened person, so you have these stories now, the enlightened one sage, and that, what is that, who knows, Mandakini, what is that story? Who's that Swami? You all always tell me that story, right? That Swami is in meditation, and when the girl comes dancing and dances in front of him.
Vishwamitra. Vishwamitra and Menka.
I always forget these names, right? So, Ru, no, Vishwamitra, suppose he was enlightened. Menaka comes and dances in nude form in front of him, for example. The thought may come, but he will not react because he's enlightened. I hope you're understanding what I'm saying.
Yes, Guruji.
Okay. Girish, yes, Girish.
Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you.
What are the important points looking at which we can infer that because of vanishing of ME of a liberated person,
Vanishing
of ME, mind and ego.
Yeah.
After his bodily death, he will not come back.
So, Girish, we as a human being, you as Girish will get that anubhuti. You will get that anubhuti where you are no more a prisoner of ME. Suppose, let me give you my example. Suppose on 31st August 2014, I got the spark of enlightenment. Did I feel immediately that I am free from karma? Did I feel that? I did not feel like that. It took me from 2014. I realized. So what actual question you're asking, what is that difference between a realized person and a liberated person? Basically, it's in a sense, this is what you're asking, if I'm not wrong, what you're saying. So a realized person realizes the truth, but a realized person is still not liberated from the mind and ego. What happens, Girish? The mind still takes command of us. The ego still puts us down. They trouble us. It makes us slave. If we fail, we will slip, we will fall, then we will regret. But a time will come, Girish. A time will come when the realized soul is so clear that even if he slips for a moment, he doesn't fall. If he slips also, he push. It's like the hit me ball. Have you seen that hit me toy when we were kids? We were giving a punch to that hit me. That hit me will go to, and then what will happen, Girish? Will it fall? It doesn't fall. What happens? It has got that weight in the bottom that the it comes back up. You remember that punching bag we used to hit when we were children? So a liberated person is like that. But a realized person, if you punch him, it'll fall down. It'll fall down. Then after some time, he will come up like that. So you will get that anubhuti. You will get that anubhuti. You will get that absolute feeling, Girish. There's an absolute feeling, not out of arrogance. I'm not telling you the feeling is an arrogant feeling or a proud feeling, but you will get that liberated feeling. And then when you get that liberated feeling, Girish, then also you are not arrogant to believe that you will be liberated. What you do is, you say, Tumhe hi sab kuch janat pritam, teri ichha purat ho. Dukh mein sukh mein mere pritam teri. Which means even a liberated soul in all aspects still surrenders and says, oh Lord, you have liberated me. I am nothing. I am a manifestation of you. But even now, without your grace, what am I? मैं क्या हूँ कुछ भी नहीं सब कुछ तुम ही हो प्रभु. So this is the feeling that comes. And when that feeling comes, Girish, when that complete feeling comes, right? You nobody has to tell you, Girish. Nobody has to tell you that you, Girish, you are liberated. There's a difference between your and you yourself. That's why we call it अनुभूति ये ऐसी हो जाती है. एहसास सच का हो जाता है. It happens. You will feel it on your own. Nobody will tell you. Why you will feel on your own, Girish? Because SIP is inside you. That SIP inside you will be awakened. And that SIP inside you will start talking. Are you understanding the point? Am I clear? But if not clear, please clarify. If I'm still not clear, don't accept. Today's session, don't accept my explanation until you are sure.
My question is one step ahead.
Yeah.
Regarding the coming back.
What about it? Where is the question of coming back, Girish? When Girish is clear, Anubhuti is clear, I am realized. I have realized I am not Girish. First of all, if you realize you're not Girish, your name will not be Girish. First of all, you will change your whole personality. There will be not a transformation, there will be a metamorphosis. First proof of not coming back. There should not be just a realization. There should not just be a transformation. There must be a metamorphosis. Now there's a metamorphosis. You're sure the SIP inside you is speaking. Then there is no mind. There is no me. There's no mind. There's no ego. Girish, if there's no mind and ego, then where is the karma? Mind and ego is like a plate in which you keep the biryani. If there is no plate, then where you will keep the biryani? There is no place to keep the biryani because plate only is not there. Is my analogy clear? Coming clearly to you?
Yes.
So the mind and ego disappear. I hope I'm going to that advanced point. The mind and ego disappears. Therefore, there is no karma. The next point is, am I getting the feeling that I am living like a divine instrument? Am I getting the feeling that what am I? I seek nothing. I want nothing. I am nothing. When that feeling comes, then automatically the me is not there. Then where is the question of rebirth? When there is no me, Girish, then who will take the rebirth, Girish? Now have I come to your point or still no?
Yes, clear.
So me will only take rebirth when me exists. But when me is not there, when me dissolves. So the next thing for you to realize, there should be no me. Only he. No me, mind and ego, only he. He means HE, holistic energy. HE is holistic energy. No me, only he. Okay? Rohit, before we come to Bliko. Rohit.
Yeah, Shivam Guruji.
Shivoham.
Yeah. So, like we are saying, mind and ego takes birth. Yeah. So even I So this mind and ego takes birth. So who is taking account of this birth? Who's recording, or who is taking? Who's in charge of what karmas, and as per we are going to take the
You,
next birth?
you are in charge. Inside Rohit, there's a spark. That spark of unique life is there inside you, which is alive from conception till death.
Yes.
That spark is the soul. That spark is ship. That spark is controlling the karmic account inside you. That spark is giving the consciousness, and that spark is calculating every karma of you. It's inside you.
Yeah. So, but like we said yesterday, that mind and ego are not a product of SIP.
Correct.
So they are not a product of SIP, but you're saying that they are controlling your karmas.
No,
Or
I
because
didn't say that.
no,
Hold
or
on.
maybe because it's like a power.
Rohit, don't presume I'm saying something. First, hold on, Rohit.
Sorry.
I said the spark is controlling the karma. I did not say the mind and ego. That you are saying. What is happening, Rohit?
No. Spark
Okay,
is soul,
continue.
right?
So the spark is soul, not mind.
Spark is soul. Yeah, spark is soul, but but mind and ego is not a product of this spark.
No,
it is an illusion.
Mind and ego is a product of ignorance.
Mind and ego is a product of ignorance. Yes.
It's a sukshma sharir, subtle body caused by karana sharir, the causal body. Mind and ego is produced out of our ignorance. Out of our ignorance of I am Rohit, I am this body, I am the mind and ego, I am carrying karma, I am born. So what is your doubt? Where is your question coming from?
No, like the question was, this mind and ego doesn't exist. It is just because we are ignorant and we think that we are mind and ego.
The mind and ego exists. The mind and ego exists, but it is caused out of ignorance. It exists like a mirage in the desert. Are you telling me the rainbow doesn't exist? Does the rainbow exist or the rainbow doesn't exist?
Rainbow exists.
I'll give you 1 crore rupees. Bring to my room tomorrow, rainbow. Can you bring to my room tomorrow? I'll give 1 crore rupees. Now you understand the difference? Are you understanding what I'm saying?
No, I understood that, but still, there are certain things which are not maybe confusing.
No, don't be confused.
Because I'm not clear on the topic.
Rohit, 1 minute. Rohit, be clear that in my understanding there is no confusion. So you get to my understanding. Please clarify. I will give the understanding that Girish had a doubt. Girish is now clear, at least for the moment. Till the mind confuses him again and tells him there's something else. Then again he has to come till his mind is. So please be clear. You ask me what is the confusion?
Who is taking? Yeah. Who's in charge of this karma? So
the law
who's recording this karma?
The law.
Who's recording this karma? And who decides? Which karma is good, which karma is bad?
The spark within you is recording your karma.
Okay.
There is no external source recording your karma. So please, I'll tell you what, Rohit, please put your question together again. Let Bliko ask. Please put your question together. Put it clearly and we will clarify. Don't let go of it. Don't be confused. Bliko will give a chance to Rohit after you. Come on, Bliko. Let's get going. Because today is a very interesting discussion and we should not miss it.
Yeah, because this ignorance is very deep rooted in everybody's mind, irrespective of person educated or not, worldwide. We are taught by many myths right from the birth, and that has created very, very strong wall of ignorance. That's why we need explanation according to our minds, which is not possible in spirituality, because
that's
spirituality.
You can't get explanation from a book. You can't get explanation from a book.
Book or reading or by because understanding also will get crystallized, then only you will realize. So this step of realization is lacking in many of us, and that's why question comes again and again in the different form. But actually, like you said, the karma is recorded by spark. This spark you have to understand like a chip in the computer.
Yeah, exactly.
That is recording everything, and everything is generated
we don't
according
know.
to the program.
No. If you tell me where is the chip, I don't know. What is the chip? I don't know.
Explain.
It is just by inference. It is just by inference we are saying that the system of karmic is not an external system because it's of non-duality. So when you get the anubhuti, everything becomes very clear. Okay, so but Bliko, do you have any questions still in your mind?
Actually, question is dissolved while you are explaining. So it is not a question, but it is difficult to grasp for many of the people deep inside, and to hold on that is difficult because you don't realize. Unless you realize, you will never get the essence of this, because
it is not difficult
by any of the explanation.
No.
Like in
it is not difficult. Bliko.
No, it is very easy. Very easy. But
it is not difficult. It is not difficult. It is impossible. It is impossible because you are trying to understand this through the mind. It is just like the Japanese trying to understand Japanese by learning Japanese, and learning Hindi by understand Hindi by learning Japanese. The Japanese is trying to understand Hindi by learning Japanese. How can the Japanese understand Hindi by learning Japanese?
It's different plane.
The Japanese has to learn Hindi to understand Hindi. He cannot say, I'm learning Japanese and I will understand Hindi. You cannot understand Hindi by learning Japanese. So what happens is, Bliko, once we realize, we don't have to analyze. We don't have to memorize. Now, as I'm speaking to you, do you think I'm speaking from a memory? Am I speaking to you from some wisdom and some knowledge which is in my memory? No. It is just like if I ask Girish, where is your mustache? No, Girish is not going back to his memory to find out where is his mustache. Girish will just tell like this. You tell Girish, where is my ear? Where is my nose? Where is my ear? Where is my head? He doesn't have to think. He knows it. You know it. When you know it completely, you don't have to think or you don't have to analyze. Then that realization is different, no? We have to reach that point. Therefore, realization. Bliko, once we get that realization, now today's session is this. What is holding us back from this realization? Once we get clarity, then the spark comes on. So like Rohit is stuck onto one point. Girish was very strongly having one point. I don't know whether, because these are very strong point. How do I transcend the me? What happens to the karma? Like I told you, the plate only is not there. Where will you put the biryani? So I give you some analogies. Why I give some analogy? Even after 6 months, Girish will say, where is the mind and ego? When the mind and ego is not there only, then where is the karma? When the karma only is not there, then where is the rebirth? I hope you're understanding. The understanding should be crystal clear. We are not the body. We are not the mind. We are not the ego. We are the divine soul. We are the Atma. Atma is Paramatma. Atma doesn't take rebirth. Atma is part of SIP. All these things should come clear, absolutely clear. Okay, so please continue. I think Harsh, Ru, and the rest of you. Continue, please. Yes.
Sir, my question is, just now you have told us that whenever we will try to understand it by mind, that what we are saying about our experiences, we will be unable to understand everything clearly, because these are all the experiences. If it could be understood easily by words, then whole the world would be enlightened. But it is all about experiences. So till which extent it is fruit giving, it is good for us to have this kind of discussion which we are using our words. So till which extent?
How do you know in this very moment you will get that spark of enlightenment? It is as long as you do not. So what is the other way, Harsh? What is the other way of being enlightened other than such a discussion or reading? Sravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. Sravana, Manana, Nididhyasana means first you must read, then you must analyze, then the Anubhuti will come. You have to continue the cycle of reading, contemplating, reading, contemplating, reading, contemplating, or learning, contemplating, or discussing, contemplating. In this process, discuss, contemplate, discuss, contemplate, discuss, contemplate, discuss, contemplate, discuss, contemplate, the spark will come. Are you understanding?
Yes, sir, but we have to at least say this thing to everyone that a time will come when you will be unable to speak a single word because you would be at that state where you cannot say anything and the peace inside you would be eternal and like a joy giving, a ultimate eternal joy giving, which is named as heaven, a condition, a state of consciousness. So those people.
Yeah. You will reach that state of Sat Chit Anand. But why we don't have to talk of that state because people will experience that state. There will be such a state, but when you come to that state, you will experience that state. But we can't talk of that state, right? Because it's okay. Thank you, Harsh, Ru,
Yes,
and
sir.
Rohit. Yes, Ru.
Guruji, I have lately experienced that it is not related to the subject, but I have lately experienced that I feel that my memory is not that sharp. Because if somebody asks me, what did you do yesterday? I will not be able to recall immediately. I will take time and then, yeah, this thing I did yesterday.
You know who you know your name? Your earthly name, you know? You know your earthly name, na? You know who your mother and father, you know, na?
Yes.
That is enough to show that your memory is working. You don't need to test your memory. One day, if you get up and you start thinking, I am a ghoda or I'm a billi. That day you tell me, you come and tell me in the call that day, no, I'm thinking I'm a ghoda or I'm a billi. Then we will worry about your memory. Till such time, we will not worry about your memory. Don't worry about it. Rohit.
Okay.
We have
sure.
two more questions in type. Yeah. Yes, Rohit.
Yeah. So I like the quotes from Nisargadatta Maharaj that you were never born. And we say that the mind and the ego, which is the Sukshma Sarir, takes birth.
Yeah.
So if we were never born, then who is taking birth? Because mind and ego is the output of ignorance. And Sukshma
Continue. I'm sorry, I'm smiling. I think I'm distracting.
Sukshma Sharir and spark are two different things. Yes or no?
So I don't know which Maharaj you're talking about said that you were never born, correct?
Yeah, but he is obviously an enlightened being, so he's saying
so now
you were never born because he's not mind and ego.
Now I'm telling you, are you ready? Please pay attention what I'm telling you. Now I'm telling you, Now I'm telling you, you understand? You understand? Hello, I'm asking you. You understand?
No.
Why you don't understand? What so simple I'm telling you? Girish, repeat Girish. Why you don't understand? Girish, tell what I told. Girish, please tell what I told. Tell Girish, what is so difficult? Tell. Girish. No, Rohit, what I'm saying is, when I am telling if you don't understand it, then what? If you don't understand what I'm saying, then how will you understand the meaning of it? Girish, Rohit, are you getting the point, Rohit? If you don't understand that, if that whatever Maharajji told you that you were never born, and you are starting to get confused. If I was never born, then how did I become Rohit?
Yeah, you were never born. In the sense,
He's trying to tell you. He is trying to tell you.
You were never born.
What he's trying to tell you is not that you were never born. He is trying to tell you that you don't understand that you are not Rohit that was born. You are the Atma of
Yes.
Rohit that was never born. It's very simple what he's trying to tell, but you can't understand it.
Yeah.
He
Correct,
is telling
correct.
you
So,
you are the
because Atma doesn't
of
take
Rohit.
birth.
Yeah,
Atma doesn't take birth.
that's what I'm telling.
So that is the reason why he's saying you were never born.
No, as long as you understand kaka kiki kaka, then you understand. No? But you're not understanding kaka kiki kaka. That you understand first. Now you understood that kaka kiki kaka, I didn't understand still. Who was the one who was never born? Rohit, now you understood or you're still confused? Rohit is quiet.
Atma was never born.
Correct.
Atma was never born. It's always there.
Then how are you born? If Atma was never born, then how did you come into existence? You know?
Yeah, that is my question, because we think that we out of ignorance we think that we are this body, mind, and ego,
Out of ignorance only you were born. Out of ignorance only you were born, because you thought you were the mind and ego, and you thought you are thinking you're Rohit, and therefore when you die again you will be born Rohit.
Yeah.
Because you're thinking I'm Rohit, although whichever Babaji told you that you were never born, you don't understand what Babaji told you. Because you're not able to comprehend that you are the soul which is birthless and deathless. The moment you realize you are the soul that is birthless and deathless, then where's the question of you being born? You were never born.
You were never born. Yeah.
Now you are understanding kaka kiki kaka, no?
Yeah, I'm understanding that, but I'm trying to still understand that this Sukshma Sharir and this spark are two different things, right?
Obviously they do different things. Just like in the computer, the hardware and the software and the power supply are different. They are same or they are different?
Different.
Are you telling me that the software, Windows, is the same as the electricity given to the computer? That much you're familiar about computers, right? Is Windows playing on the laptop same as the electricity given to the laptop?
No.
Rohit, what is Windows?
It's a software.
Windows is software. Mind is software. What is the power given to the computer? It is electricity. Soul is electricity. Soul is just the power. Why are you confused?
And mind and ego is what? Software. You're comparing it.
Software. It's operating software that is directing the body to act, and that is creating karma, and that is reborn in a new hardware with another power supply, which is from the same source.
Correct. Okay, one more question, if you are. Yeah. So there are two different things which are being told or I have heard. One is that after your human birth, you can take any birth out of so many yonis we have, animal or a bird or some whatever yoni which we don't know which is our next birth. And there is also a saying where it is told that after human birth you take human births only again. So because you are evolved, you have come from different yonis already, and now you are evolved into human birth, and you will continue to take human births till the time you are liberated.
So what's your question?
So what's the truth?
So if you are the human being, you come as a human being, but you live like a dog, then what do you think your birth will be? You come as a human being, but you live like a pig, then what do you think your birth will be? What do you think?
No, maybe he's acting like a pig, maybe because he was pig before his human birth.
The answer is nobody knows. You have to judge on your own. You have to intercept it on your own. Apo dipo bhava. You have to realize all this on your own. Just by my telling you, you will not believe what I'm telling. So just try to ponder upon it. We are running to the end of the second session. There
So,
are three.
Guruji, what you are saying is we can take any birth after human
How
birth.
does it
Is what
matter?
you are saying.
No, how does it matter? Only one thing matters: to be liberated from rebirth. Whether I come back as a dog or a pig or a human being, how does it matter, Rohit? Nothing matters. What matters is to become one with the divine. Let us focus on that. Let us you focus on what you are eating, whether it's good quality or not. Whether that will become shit number A or shit number B or shit number C doesn't matter. It's going to become shit. You focus on what you're eating. Don't focus on what is going to become. You get my point? I hope I'm explaining in the way I hope you will accept it in the right spirit.
Yes,
our concentration is on liberation and unification. Tushatma says the reward for karma, which we do in instant, the moment we do good karma, we move step forward, right path, and reward for bad karma also instant. We do bad karma, we chose. No, there is no instant. Karma will decide when it gives us the answer. Tushatma, there is no instant. You may get reward today, you may get reward after 10 years or after 10 janmas. Surinder Goyal, these are all mental constructs, not the truth. Nobody knows what happens at death. Only at the death you can experience, but you cannot explain this to others as you will not return to tell all this. Absolutely. Surinder Goyal, you're absolutely right. These are all inferences. Nobody can tell what happens after death from a personal experience because such a thing is not possible. Because after death, if I tell you I died and then I'm coming back and telling you, then that's a lie. This is just anubhuti. This is an inference, and this is an anubhuti. You have to. These are not mental constructs. I'm sorry to say, Surinder Goyal, this is no mind involved here. This is atmic inference. This is what you get anubhuti. Roop. If the soul records the karma, then same soul should be sparked in every rebirth. No Roop. We are just saying that the soul creates the consciousness in which the karma is recorded. The same soul doesn't come into rebirth because the soul is part of Shit, the supreme immortal power. My dear friends, this session can go on and on. So don't wait for this session. Ask these questions tomorrow and day after tomorrow and for the rest of eternity. And we are here with the divine grace of Ship to answer it. I fold my hands and bow down to you.